Hi, my name is John. I'm going to be helping you with the recipe that we provide on our website for Home Place Market. This is that 1 gallon of vanilla ice cream. Now, the recipe will say there are ingredients that don't add up to a full gallon, but we do this because when you mix ice cream, air gets mixed in and that makes a larger volume. So please understand that's part of why we made this video, is to help explain some of those little details and provide some tips and tricks as we work through this that make for a better experience as you use your machine. Before you make your first batch of ice cream, make sure to read the manual that came with the device you ordered on homemarketplace.com. We have both motorized and hand crank devices. This particular model is the Immergood 6-quart hand crank device. Fun thing to do with kids all summer long. Now, this particular part here, this is the one that differentiates it from the motorized model. This is the hand crank system. You will crank here to churn your mixture to draw in the air and create a smoother, creamier texture. This here, this green container, is called the tub. This is where you will be putting your metal canister that will have your ice cream ingredients, as well as the ice and salt that causes endothermics, that brings the temperature of everything down to freeze your ice cream mixture. The metal canister here is going to hold all of your ice cream ingredients, and there is a nice little plastic lid that goes over everything to make sure that nothing else gets mixed in while you're making your ice cream. To ensure you don't get large ice crystals and make sure that everything is homogeneous or all well mixed, there is a dasher. This dasher goes into the center. I would add this before you add your ice cream ingredients. That way it will be right there ready to go once you get started mixing. Once you have this assembly ready to go, and you have the lid top off and set on, you're going to set this into the little groove in your tub that's going to hold it in place. Make sure that you have the handle of your tub turned so it's over by the ear side of your container. That will make sure that you accidentally don't hit this as you are churning. So we're going to go ahead and put our hand crank on. We slide it in here. Sorry for the noise. We're going to turn this a little bit to line it up, and that'll slide into place. Now you have a little metal tab here that you are going to turn and pull. This will lock everything down so you're ready to go. To make our 1 gallon of ice cream, we're going to be using 1 quart of whole milk and 1 quart of heavy whipping cream. Stick with whole milk. Don't use 2%, 1%, or non-fat skim milk. These don't have the fat content that is necessary to make a better ice cream. 2% will work, but it's not as nearly good as a whole milk based mixture. You are also going to be using 2 cups of plain granulated sugar. You will also be using half of a tablespoon of vanilla. If you get a little extra in there, it's not a big deal, but if you don't have enough in it, you will notice it, so make sure you get that full half tablespoon. So the next clip is going to show me just mixing these ingredients and putting them together, and then we'll start adding it to our ice cream machine. Now that the mixture is made, I've taken it from my bowl and put it into the canister that holds it, and I've also put the dasher and the lid on so that this is all ready to go right into the tub. Now that my helpers are here, we're going to go ahead and add ice and salt to our container. We're going to fill it all the way up right over the lid and add in about 3 to 4 cups of salt. We've added all the ice and salt to our container now and filled it right to the very top, and we can go ahead and start cranking. There's going to be a time lapse briefly showing you us mixing our ice cream until it's just about ready to be done. So we've just finished 20 to 25 minutes of mixing. I pulled the canister out and we're ready to check our ice cream. Now our ice cream has been mixing and it is ready to go, and you'll get this lovely creamy ice cream. Enjoy.